Hi, everybody. I cannot believe that it is already Wednesday. And this year, Wednesday is our Meet the Teacher, which is a sixth grade orientation in the morning and at night. And then we also have seventh and eighth grade drop in throughout the day. So we're taking a stock picture this morning. So I'm wearing green because it matches my eyes. And then we dive straight into it. We meet some sixth grade this morning, depending on work schedules with their parents or caregivers, that kind of thing, whoever can bring them either in the morning or in the afternoon. And they come around and they get to go to all their classrooms and see for 3 to 5 minutes. So I'll meet a few kiddos this morning, and they're always so sweet and so cute and quiet, and they're nervous, but at the end of sixth grade they feel totally comfortable, and it's just so cool to watch them grow from this very first day to the end. And then it's like a reunion with seventh and eighth grade, because at least for my class, I can have the same kids sixth, seventh, and or eighth grade. Sometimes I have kids just one time, 1 year, 1 semester, but sometimes I have kids for 2, sometimes I have them for all 3. You just don't ever know. And so it's such a cool thing to see them, and they're excited to see you, and I love 7th and 8th grade drop-in. It's so fun. And then tonight, 5:30, 7:30 tonight is the second round of 6th grade orientation, so I'll meet some more kiddos then. And yeah, so it's gonna be a great day. Stay positive. You got this. You are loved. So have a good day. Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, which means it's day 4 of planning and being in my classroom and professional development and all that good stuff. So today, originally on the schedule, I was supposed to have a district-wide PD, which means for me, I would meet with all the drama and theater teachers in our district, whether that's elementary, middle, or high. We're all combined. But that got canceled for today, so I'm gonna be in my classroom all day long, totally unbothered, nothing on the agenda, everything I need to do, check, 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 check. So priorities are safety videos, gotta get those done. Second priority is getting lesson plans finalized and turned in for the first 2 weeks of school. And I think that's kind of it. So should be a really easy yet productive day of just doing what I need to do. So yay, cheers to that. I just cannot believe that we are at the end of Friday. Professional Development Week is officially over. The bell just rang, which means it's time for me to go home. And I just feel like these have been the longest 5 days ever, but also they went by like that. And yeah, so my classroom is officially set up. I mean, it's not like I really had to do a whole lot of setup because it doesn't really change from year to year. But I thought maybe I would show you a little tour around. My husband was here earlier helping me bring some things, and I think he said it perfectly. He said that my classroom was so elementary core, but in the best way. And I think that's right. I kind of feel like that's just my teaching style in general. Middle school can be really tough. Just, there's a lot, right? Like when the little 6th graders, when they get here on Monday, they're still basically 5th graders, okay? And then at the end of the year, our 8th graders, they're high school kids, you know? And so it's a really big gap there. And sometimes I think teachers try to be overly aggressive or stern or maybe a little mean-ish, if you will, because we're taking the elementary way and changing it, you know, to get them ready for high school. But at least for me, I feel like all my kids, whether they're 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, love the fact that I am kind and I'm nice, and I feel like I guess I am kind of like old enough to be their mom at this point, but maybe I'm more just like a fun aunt or like a much older sister to a lot of these kids. And I don't know, it just makes me happy. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with this besides the fact, like, sure, you'd probably look at me and think I taught elementary school, but no, I teach middle school, and that's how I like it. So let's show you around, okay? I'm gonna pick you up so we can see. All right, so when you come in, that's my door. You come in, that's where they put all their work when they're done, and I've got a little llama poster, and there are my trophies from our drama competitions. And then I love that, that's new this year. That's my storage closet, and I love all those affirmations, like we can be kind, we can be helpers, we can be giving, we can do all of these things. Then this year I also have, oh yeah, I love him, he's cool, I like his big eyes. Got him from Hobby Lobby. There's my rolling cart, woohoo, love him, he's great. Then for this year, I did something different where I have a table over here. I mean, most of the time we're always working together, and I don't have a problem with kids working with everyone. Like, that's not really ever a problem. But if for whatever reason somebody's having a bad day, I don't necessarily consider it like a chill out corner, but it's more like a, hey, I think I want to work alone and kind of be left alone today. So that's what that table is. Okay. Then, of course, you have the autograph part for all my kids when they leave. Then you've got my board and my first table up there. And then I've got all my little posters up here that I've had for a while. And then I got these also from Hobby Lobby this year. So every day, it'll pretty much be the same stuff, but this is what they'll need. And then I'm gonna use this whiteboard space today because I'm using my classroom screen, which I'll talk about that later at some point. So that, like, my board is actually touchscreen and it works. And then I've got my calendar, and then we've got some power words that middle schoolers should be able to understand and use. And then we've got some motivation over here, right? Stay positive, you got this, you are loved, love it over here. And a little bench, right, in case we need it. And then I moved my printer over here this year with my phone, and I'm kind of anxious to see how that's gonna work out. And then I love this. My kids got this for me. I think they also probably got it from Hobby Lobby. Maybe, I don't know. But I just think that's perfect, it's perfect. And then I've got some more theater signs, and then I've got a closet, and then I've got motivation up here, and all my dots. And then I have all my tables, and on my tables, I always have these caddies. So I don't want kids to bring their own supplies. I want to be able to supply those for them. So I have the caddy that does that. And yeah, so that's my classroom. Not a whole lot has changed. I feel like the vibes are very like fun and bright and positive. And that's kind of how I like it and how I want it. So we're gonna have a great weekend. My mother-in-law is coming into town, and we're gonna relax and enjoy it, and I'll see you on Monday for the first day of school. Toodles!